Am I the asshole for not wanting my mum to come over Christmas morning? Some background info: my mum is single and I'm an only child. She was not in a relationship with my dad when I was conceived, but my dad has always been in my life. She's never been married. And since my grandmother passed of COVID in 2020, my family and her brother are the only ones she sees on Christmas. We have a tense relationship and have for most of my life. Since I've been an adult, it's been better because I see her in smaller doses and have more autonomy. I don't recall her ever apologizing for anything she ever did wrong. I feel like she can very really irrational and uncompromising. If things don't go her way, she will put a guilt trip on you. Growing up, I always spent Christmas with her because she was unwilling to give up any holidays to my dad. We always spent Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with my grandparents. The year I married was the only Christmas morning my whole life I've not spent with her, but I was pregnant with my first. The next Christmas when we had an infant, she asked to come over on Christmas morning and I felt guilty, so I said yes. And that's how it's been ever since until last year. Our home was being renovated and we were staying in a camper behind our house, so there literally wasn't any room. Despite it being an abnormal Christmas, it was really nice to spend the morning with just my husband and kids and not having to entertain. Even though she comes over in the morning, we go to her house for Christmas dinner in the afternoon. We do our Christmas celebrations with all of my in-laws and my dad's side on other days, and they never see my kids on Christmas Day. I'm sure they'd like to as well. Well, tonight my mum took my boys to see some Christmas lights, and when she dropped them off she asked about Christmas morning. I told her I think we are just going to keep it just us, and she got upset. She said she likes to see my kids open their presents and see what they get, and that it's just her. I reminded her none of their other grandparents get to see that either. And we will see her after lunch when we come to her house. I had to tell her to stop and we'd discuss it later because my 7-year-old was sitting right there and my 4-year-old walked in. Am I completely an asshole for wanting to have time with my own family on Christmas morning?